It's last call for football on FanDuel, with one last round of rewards every day through Super Bowl 60. One last week for one more chance. Visit the FanDuel app all week long for limited time boost every day until football runs out. FanDuel, official partner of Super Bowl 60.
New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win. 21 plus and present in select states. First online real money wager only. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com.
Ir de compras con tus padres puede ser vergonzoso.
¿Por qué venden jeans rotos?
Mami, esta chaqueta es la onda, brother.
Gracias a la Chase Mobile App, tu hijo va de compras y tú revisas sus gastos. Para que puedas ir de esto
Vamos de gemelas.
a esto.
¿Qué tal tus compras? Vi que no te saliste del presupuesto.
Gracias, ma.
Su libertad, tus reglas. Eso es la banca familiar de Chase.
La aplicación Chase Móvil está disponible para algunos dispositivos móviles. Se pueden aplicar cargos por mensajes y datos. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. miembro de FDIC.
Adobe Radio. The future of alternative. This is Tess Miles.
And now, here's your expert in everything with a go pedal, Nick Miles.
Ba-bam! You know, I like to call myself the ruthless rideshare rustler, and it goes very nicely, like hand in hand with Trish, who we like to call the broadcast button barista, because she's good at cooking things up, and my pal, my lifelong brother-in-arms, and the craziest person that I know. He's really the pickled pepper picker, and that's Marconi. Welcome to...
I'm the pickled pepper pickler.
Yeah, well, and that too. Bomb-bomb, pickler, bomb-bomb, picker. And he's also the guy that has isolated lots of things. And now he... exactly. He plays them at the most inappropriate moments, which make us look like...
You want to hear something really funny?
Gosh, no. Yes, go, Trish.
No.
Too bad.
Sorry about that, you guys.
Yeah. It's nice when Trish builds you up and then just lets you down, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you sit there and you're like, hey, Trish.
Oh, dear.
How's it going? You're hungry? What would you like?
Tacos.
She wants tacos.
Now I just want to eat tacos and empanadas.
Yeah.
God, you're making me hungry.
And then I told her a story about a puppy who hurt its foot.
Don't
and she was
you
like,
dare.
Yeah.
Aww.
And then I told Nick, sorry, I can't do the show today. And he was like, relieved.
You know what it is, the best part is if you go to the Adobe Radio website and you do /Test Miles to listen to the podcast, you could hear the X-rated version of this show. Which you know,
can?
Yes.
Wait, where's that?
Right?
I've never heard that.
All the stuff.
There's an X-rated version of the show.
Yeah. And well,
Let's misbehave.
I think the thing is that we're very PG, you and I, Marconi, but Trish, she can be bad sometimes. She can really be bad.
I want to know what you're talking about.
Well, that's what she said when we gave her the racing helmet.
Yeah, absolutely.
This show, everything you hear is just not true because we didn't press the button. Marconi did.
That's right.
My cheeks are hurting from laughing so much.
Oh, thank God you put the last bit of that sentence in.
You guys are killing me right now.
I'm going to Germany this coming week, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, you go there every other week.
Right?
Come on.
I know, but I like a bit of.
Go to a new place.
I like spank.
Aren't you tired of going to the same places over and over and staring at cars?
I like a big plate of Spank-N-Tickle when I get the chance, and that's the only place you can get it. So that's it.
You know what? That's not true.
Oh, really?
We all know that. You get Spank-N-Tickle here in Chicago. There's plenty of places.
Right.
And you haven't been to Chicago, and you've been to Germany now. You'll be going twice.
Oh, more than that.
And I
I'm
expect you to show up to Chicago soon.
You know, I could possibly
also
route my way home through Chicago, and we could spend a couple days together.
There you go.
With,
I like that. And then I could make you cacio e pepe a bucatini.
Yes. I mean, now you're talking. Where would I sleep in your place? In the cat bed?
Underneath me.
What?
we snuggle like, well, what's the best way? Because right now it's -8 degrees in Chicago.
Well.
So wouldn't we like sleep facing each other? Like cuddling?
Here's the interesting thing about Chicago and driving around. You know, you say -8 degrees, but then you put the wind in from the lake, and it's like...
And I live like a couple blocks from the lake.
It'll take the temperature down another 30 degrees. Like, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
It's like -40 right now. basically.
Too cold, Mark.
But I even tried like delivery apps are like, we can't do this today.
No.
And it's not because like there's anything wrong with the roads. It's because whenever this happens, people go to the grocery store like it's the end of the world.
Right.
And it's like it's just cold. Like you're able to, you can still get the same grocery.
Is it?
It's ridiculous.
Is it a dry -8 though, or is it a wet -8? Like
I don't know. I haven't been outside.
Well, you have a window.
I'm not going out there.
You have a window.
I don't
Like,
blame you, man.
like
That's
crazy.
cold.
You go places like Detroit when it gets a bit warmer in the day and gets above freezing, and the snow melts, and you get those puddles, and you get the sidewalk gets splashed, and
it's like from the morning until the night, and 24/7. It's like either slightly above, it's like 9 degrees, and then it's -10. It's like that for weeks at a time.
I mean, I think the weather's really rough in the Northwest, and then I hear that sort of thing, and I'm like, well, it's like
I know.
summer
You
here.
know what the thing is like in Chicago, where the only thing that's annoying is like the grocery thing, where people freak out
Right.
and they go to the grocery store and get everything. But in Portland, like if it's a little bit hot in the summer, suddenly like the whole world has to stop for Portland. Everyone has to know how hot. Like everyone I follow on Instagram, it's annoying, and I'm like, come on. And then if it's a little bit cold, if it's like 40 degrees in Portland, you're like, I can't take this anymore. In Chicago, 40 degrees is like
Summer.
a heat wave.
Right, but there's also another huge difference, and that is that Chicago is prepared. Like this is just they do what they do. I mean, yes, it may be colder than it has been in a while, but they have working snowplows, and they have in Portland. They basically take some guy's like Honda Accord and strap a snowplow to the front of it.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? That they don't have better infrastructure, and they've tried and they've voted it down and time after time.
Once every 5 years,
and
we have to plow snow here, so they just don't care about it. They don't buy equipment.
And the same thing goes for air conditioning. Half the people have it, and half the people don't. I never understood that. I was like, always have air conditioning.
Yeah, it's to me, it's heating and cooling almost is one system. I mean, when you have stuff put in, like we have a system which uses a heat pump, and so it works both ways. It either makes it warmer or makes it colder. Whereas,
I bet it does.
Whereas a lot of places like, I got heating. I think there's probably nowhere in the United States that doesn't have heating, but we're going to have air conditioning put in this year because the summers have been really hot. Well, didn't you put whole units in together? I guess older houses don't have them that way. It's like, can you imagine a car that could defrost, but it couldn't cool it down in the car? You'd never have that.
Well, Trish has that.
Well,
I knew Mark Cody was. He just can't forget.
This whole segment's been about prepping to shame you about your broken air conditioning.
I know. Too many hot Saturdays.
That's right.
Yeah, but what about your air conditioning?
That's right.
What about your air conditioning?
Nick.
It's been wintertime. I don't need it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you just said you had a hot Saturday.
Great in the winter, Nick.
I thought you had a hot Saturday.
But yeah, like I remember the times when it gets a little icy in Portland and there's like a freeze and literally everything shuts down. I used to live over by the Moda Center and worked at KUFO on Front Avenue when it was there. And I had to walk to work, and it was like a big deal. Like, I have to cross the steel bridge because the MAX train isn't running, and I was like clomping through knee-high snow, and I thought that was a big deal. It was nothing. Nothing.
So this week, and this is not, trying to shame anything, and it's nowhere close to Chicago. But this week, temperatures hit really cold, 20 degrees. And for us, Vancouver hit 20 degrees first, and then Portland hit 20 degrees. But the thing that's the craziest about this is the wind in the Northwest here, nothing like Chicago, has just been a killer. Like, it's so cold outside. I'm having to put thermal underwear on. That's how cold it is. Chicago.
Wait, what's the temperature there?
So it's 20 degrees. But with wind chill, I don't know what it is with wind chill, but the wind. And so what I was going to say is crossing those bridges, walking across those bridges in downtown Portland, when it's like this, it's horrible.
Wait, are you walking
No,
across
but that
the
was in
bridges?
reference for you.
Are you getting out of your car and walking across?
Never.
For what reason?
Never. But no, that was in reference to you walking.
Have you ever walked across one of the bridges in downtown Portland, except for that time you were on the movie set?
No.
Or that one movie, The Hunted?
Yeah, the Assassins. So...
No, it was The Hunted. They filmed on Hawthorne Bridge, remember? You were part of that team.
I thought it was Assassins, but it might have been. Yes, I was part of that team too. But
because I was on the bridge with you,
okay,
eating food.
Yeah.
I was in the craft services tent eating roast beef and mac and cheese.
I mean, as it should be.
While the director was like dilly-dallying, waiting for Tommy Lee.
As it should be.
Tommy Lee Jones was like in his little dressing room or something.
It was quite a big dressing room.
Nick, we were on the same bridge within proximity of Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, it was a very thrilling experience.
And I was eating mac and cheese and roast beef.
Oh, time's gone by. You know what we're going to do next? We're going to ask Test Miles. The answers will be coming up. I think there's so much satisfaction in interacting with your audience. This week, I interacted with somebody at a Fox station in San Diego, and they just threw me a couple of questions because they were looking at buying a new car. And she was so excited by the time I'd finished talking to her about why she may not be heading down the best road. So it's exciting to me to satisfy my audience. And so this,
what?
as
Wait,
you
hold
might
on a
imagine.
second. You just told me off the air that you never check the comments on social media.
Well, that's slightly different in a sense that most people are...
You're missing an opportunity. It's a direct connection with your audience.
Most people ask me, am I really Richard Hammond in a wig? That's most of the things I get. But I enjoy the part where I get to answer people's questions about cars.
You do. Maybe you do. If you don't look at them in the comments, how can you be that excited?
Test me. Test me.
I drive less than 5,000 miles a year, Lucky. Is leasing ever smarter than buying in that case, or is that still a bad deal?
So, Lucky, I have to tell you something. Leasing is essentially renting a car for a fixed period. So you pay for the depreciation, really, of the vehicle that incurs during the time that you have it, plus sort of an interest payment on top, which is we call the money factor, and fees and taxes. So buying means obviously you pay the full price minus any incentives, and you own the car, and once the loan is paid off, it immediately becomes your vehicle. So cost depreciation plus interest, you retain the resale value of the car. So when you drive very low mileage, the usual factor that hurts in leasing economics is excessive mileage fees, and it becomes sort of a potential advantage for rent or for leasing a vehicle if you don't do excessive mileage. However, leasing commonly caps mileage between 10 and 15,000 miles a year. It's one of the things that you can alter on your lease. It changes the payment a bit. So if you really drive under 5,000 miles a year, you're paying for mileage, and it's built into the lease price that you're not using. Yes, you're not using fuel, whether it be electricity or gas or whatever. So you might want to look at negotiating a lower annual mileage, so you can go in there and say, hey, can you renegotiate this? And that will lower your monthly leasing payment because you expect the car to depreciate less. And essentially you align your actual usage with the lease calculations. And then it's straightforward. You should look at how much it would be to buy that vehicle over 3 years and how much it would be to lease the vehicle over 3 years, including what the vehicle will be worth if you're buying it at the end of that 3-year period. Because quite often these companies will do a special leasing price with low miles. You've got to think about upfront cash flow and all those type of things. And to be honest with you, I like when the car automatically can be turned over at the end of 1, 2, or 3 years. So it also sort of depends on how long you want to do some kind of deal. But the flexibility of leasing is great, especially because a lot of times you can factor it into your taxes at the end of the year. So it really depends if they'll renegotiate a 36-month lease for 5,000 miles a year as the cap and see if you can get a better, lower payment than what it would be to buy the vehicle. That would be my guess. So you want to look money for money once you've renegotiated low mileage.
Or you can consider
Mazda.
Mazda.
Yeah, that
Buying
is
a
something
Mazda.
we always like consider is Mazda.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, you guys.
No,
Yeah,
you're
it's
fine.
okay, Trish. Yeah, you're okay.
What is the biggest mistake people make when buying a Mazda? No, buying a used car that looks clean and drives fine on a test drive?
This is interesting. The core mistake is they skip an independent pre-purchase inspection and rely on like surface signals. So, you've heard this saying, lipstick on a pig. You can definitely make, you haven't? Oh, okay. You can definitely make a car, which is a lemon, look really nice. Buyers, they always like to check every box. And so you need to make sure there's a lot of things there, like there's no warning lights, there's smooth acceleration, there's...
Are you saying don't buy a car that looks like a pig? Wait, what's that? Okay.
So I'm always saying that.
Right.
And so, Trisha, quickly, do you have any cars that look like pigs?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Wait, which is the truth? Which Trish is telling the truth?
You guys are killing my evil twin.
There's two. Am I hearing two, Trisha? Do you have a twin, Trisha?
I don't know.
Goodness.
Wait, hold on. Trish, say taco.
Taco?
Yeah, that's the real Trish right there.
The real Trish, yeah.
I
real
just
Trish.
want to eat tacos and empanadas.
Yeah,
Me too. Oh, goodness. So the modern vehicles are extremely good at hiding problems temporarily. A car can drive perfectly with sort of a pending transmission failure or feel tight while having going around a corner. It sound normal despite timing chain stretches, or it passed all the sort of tests for driving. And these are things that you can't really read a book by its cover. You've got to have a full inspection.
Wait,
That's
read a book by its cover? I thought it was
Yes.
judge a book by its cover.
That too.
Sorry to correct. Trish,
Sorry
you did
about
it.
that, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
geez.
apologizes.
Yeah. All right.
She apologizes for
Trish-
me.
Try to say sorry less. Yeah.
You can tell she's getting upset. Listen to her voice.
Marconi?
Yes. Sorry, Trish.
So I would say the three top things that people miss are no independent inspection. They miss that. They don't scan for history. So they sort of scan lights and those type of things. So no warning lights doesn't equal no problems. And then I would say the third thing is they ignore ownership behavior. So this is a subtle one, but it's crucial. People focus on mileage, year, trim. They ignore service intervals, oil change frequency, type of driving, so short trips versus highways, and whether maintenance has been done before the car was on sale. I would tell you, you have to do those things. A car can look pretty, but it can be a real lemon underneath.
But what if, when I was first starting out, Nick, I lived in Quatalma Crossing, way out past 185th. And I had to borrow my girlfriend's car to drive downtown sometimes.
Yeah. When
I didn't take the MAX train, and then you would have to pick me up, or I'd have to take bus number 35. Is that considered a highway? Because you're on Sunset Highway technically, right?
Yeah.
If you drive that far, is that what you're talking about? It's low mileage, but still.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a really interesting one is where you buy old police cars and they say, well, it only has, let's say, 50,000 miles on it, so it's a good deal.
Well,
car. Actually,
what would that sound like, Trish? Oh yeah.
Gosh, I thought the police. For a second, I thought the police were coming.
The police.
One of the issues is, so police cars may have low mileage, but remember, cops sit in places at night or wherever with the engine running. So the engine might only have 50,000 miles on it, but that vehicle, the engine may have been running for continuously while the car was in use. So there you go. You've got to remember that. To ask Test Miles, of course, check out more at testmiles.com. Coming up, news. It's been a busy week in the automotive industry. A lot of things been going on, a lot of new announcements. The new 2026 models are getting ready to come out. So as every week, Trish and I like to give you a picture of the world in the automotive news. So Tesla finally did the thing that they have been teasing roughly 1,000 years. That's Elon time in Austin, Texas.
Tesla.
Yeah, you do.
Tesla.
Tesla says some robotaxi rides are now happening with no safety monitor inside the car. Tesla. That's a big milestone. Also, big, scary thing for a lot of people. But everyone, please keep your hands inside the vehicle as you do this. So it'll still be limited for the rollout. It won't be an all Tesla robotaxis. And Tesla will gradually increase the number of unsupervised rides. Nothing at Tesla should ever be unsupervised. Translation, we are in the early, careful, slightly terrifying phase if you live in Austin. You might also be amongst the first people to get picked up by a car that's confident whether you are or not, but it won't have a driver in it. So watch out,
Tesla.
Austin. You do.
Oh my gosh, Marconi, you're killing me.
You guys
All
are killing me right now.
There's an echo.
GM just made a very loud "We heard you" move. It's a shifting production of the Buick Envision from China to the U.S. starting in 2028. Now, Envision's been dealing with a 25% tariff situation for years, and GM's basically decided it's done playing that game. So the next gen version is headed to Kansas City area. It's one of those headlines that sounds boring until you realize it's affecting pricing, jobs, and how many spreadsheets are going to get thrown across the conference rooms. Pretty funny, but awesome. And something else to note, Buick is quietly staying relevant in the plot. And I will tell you, I might have to go and get a job there if this radio thing doesn't work out. So
it hasn't worked out so far. You might as well go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about it seriously. Trade drama's update. The Greenland tariff standoff kind of got messy. We didn't notice that if we weren't watching the news. And then it didn't. After threatening tariffs tied to Greenland tensions, President Trump backed down and said that the tariffs he floated against multiple European countries were off. Markets wobbled a bit, allies got loud, and suddenly everyone found religion in fireworks, and European countries are now off the hook for extra tariffs. The auto world.
You said fireworks. Are you talking?
Yeah.
They sell fireworks in Greenland? That's why he wants it.
Well,
the tariff sheriff is like, oh, they have free fireworks? Come on.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of screaming and shouting about it, and then it kind of went away. So
you know what? Next week, you're not going to hear one thing about Greenland ever again.
No, I know. Like I had to go find it on a map.
No.
To see
He's going to stop talking about it because they're like, yeah, we don't want this. No thanks.
Yep.
And then he says he claimed that he had a meeting or he talked to, and the president of Greenland is like, I never talked to the president. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that was strange.
So you're making a deal without the president of Greenland? That's a good look.
Yeah. Or
what a way to
lead. That's in charge. Yep. Go for it. All right, Trish.
All right, Volkswagen is apparently done with the IDOT number naming therapy session. The IDOT 4 is expected to get a new name, ID Tiguan. Right? Tiguan.
Yeah.
And honestly, it is the most consumer-friendly decision anyone's made this week. People can
what
actually
does
say...
Tiguan stand for, Nick? You said it off the air.
Yeah, we were talking about
it's like a lizard or something, right?
Yeah, no, there was a competition when they first came up with the car. A German magazine called Stern did a competition in I guess, hand in hand with Volkswagen, and they wanted people to submit ideas for the name of this new car, and the name that won was Tiguan, and how this, I think it was a kid that named it, but how they got there was they combined the names Tiger and Iguana. So Tiguan is Tiger and Iguana put together.
And that's the last time that marketing team had a job.
Yeah. Yeah, they've never done a competition since, so it clearly I think it was probably 20 years ago. It clearly
What's
it was
the
an
point of
interesting
doing
idea.
that? Like, it's a lot of hubbub, hoopla, and fuss for nothing, and the marketing is just mid.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't like crazy. I mean, do you remember when they had that competition to name the boat in the US, like probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and Bodie McBoatface won, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
And the company refused to call it Bodie McBoatface. Well,
So it's like they got all that promotion, and then they didn't even use it.
Yeah, I think that was a great name, Bodie McBoatface.
It's a failure in the gimmick. Like, how are you ever going to trust again?
Right. I feel the same naming this show, Test Miles.
Wait, why?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's the gimmick.
Oh, dear.
My last name's
You
Miles.
guys.
My last name's Miles. We test everything. You know.
Oh.
Ba-bum.
Get it now. I get
Ba-bum.
it. That just clicked.
Oh, there you go. You didn't know that already?
No, I was
Hey.
like, wait, why is it Test Miles again? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Trisha, what should we do a story about next? What should I read a story about next? All right. Mazda just told the EV timeline crowd to take a number and have a seat because it's reported they say the first dedicated EV that they were going to come up with has now been pushed back to 2029. Instead, Mazda's leaning hard into into hybrids and small combustion engines. So tech-wise, it's going to take a little time for this vehicle to come to market. Booming, but also not. So things are a little bit strained over there. It's very smug for somebody to promise you something and not deliver. I don't think that happens that often in the car business.
Well, except for on this show.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of promises that are never fulfilled on this show.
Sometimes you tease
too.
and then, you never please.
Oh, dear. You guys are...
Trish, is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Trish is...
All right.
Trish,
Absolutely.
go ahead.
All right. Genesis owners, this one's for you, and it is not fun. Now, get this, Nick. Hyundai is recalling nearly... Woo! I worked on that one. I phonetically spelled it out. Hyundai is recalling nearly 84,000 Genesis vehicles because the instrument panel display can fail. And their advice... pretty spicy and crazy. Owners are being warned to avoid using the radio in some cases because it can... Marconi, because it can trigger the issue. I mean, imagine, paying luxury money and being told, please enjoy your premium silence.
They've heard the radio. I think that's probably it. They've listened to this show. They listen to the radio. Yeah. They're like, wait, what are we going to get out of it? It's going to destroy the car.
Trish, if you did some more research, you'd find out it was probably our fault somehow.
Yeah. I know, right?
The show probably broke on these Sundays.
You got to zoom in, Nick, and really look into the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to zoom in. Oh, my goodness. Well, they do have a software update coming up, and so those are going to be expected to be rolling out pretty soon. So if your dashboard starts doing an interpretive dance, don't ignore it. Get it checked out.
God, I'm going to sell tickets if my dashboard starts to get an interpretive dance going. There you go.
Now we got time for interpretive dance.
Oh, dear.
We got time for one more, Trish?
Yeah, one more.
Okay. Hyundai just leapfrogged GM in market cap, and no, it's not because everyone suddenly discovered the Elantra. The surge is being tied to Hyundai's robotics hype, especially around Boston Dynamics and the big future tech momentum. Investors are basically saying, we like cars, we love robotics. It's a reminder that Wall Street is valuing automakers less.
Wait, what do they say again? Can you please say that again?
But we like cars, but we love robots. So it's a reminder that Wall Street is valuing...
Why did you say it like you just had a stroke? You know what you need, Nick, right now? You need a sodi.
Sodi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or I need Trish to be a little more crazy say Mazda a few more times. All right, more Test Miles and Ask Test Miles coming up when we come back.
Mazda.
This is Test Miles. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
What happened? Well, Trish and I were trying to talk to Nick during the break, and he was. I don't know where you're at. You were just. I could hear you like eating Starburst or something. I don't know.
No, that was like after eating the Starburst, but I was being. It's a mistake to have my spouse leaves the house and leaves me with the puppies in the studio, who are the annoying kind. So if they suddenly decide they're climbing up, I'm trying not to make a fuss of it, but I'm trying to one-handedly put a 134-pound black lab back on the floor and out of my lap, which is it's like. Exactly. I mean, sometimes I'm envious of you, Marconi, for having, kittens and little cats, and you too, Trish, because when a dog wants your attention, they will do whatever they need to do to beat me up.
Cats
and get my
do the
attention.
same thing.
Oh.
Do you get?
They're just not as big.
You probably shut them out of the studio.
No, I don't. I have a spot in my studio, and I just built. I'm creating a boutique booth where my cats have a little shelf over here, and they have pillows, and there's a plant above their head. And then there's a David Bowie shrine on one side of the booth, and they have a bed underneath that. You'll see it soon. It's the Bowie mask I got off of Etsy. It's a beautiful. It's a Bowie mold. This woman in England, I think she's from Wappingford.
Wappingford, yes, I am
made
the
this
Duke of
mask out of a Bowie mold that he did like in the 70s, and she painted it like Ziggy Stardust, and it looks hauntingly lifelike, like if David Bowie were asleep, hanging on my wall.
Yeah. Well, that would be something. David Bowie hanging on your wall.
I know.
But that was just to answer your question. My cats have free range of whatever in my house.
They're obviously better behaved than my Labradors. I only have 2 of them out of the 6 in here, 6 dogs I have, and they're probably the most, they suck most of the energy out.
The only thing my cats do is sometimes they unravel the toilet paper, and they also like to chew through the ALEXA cables from my Echo Show.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, that's not good. There's probably not a lot of power in those, so you don't get shocked much. So
I think they like it.
My dogs are so badly behaved. I have to take the puppy to my parents every time I jump in the car and go anywhere, because otherwise he chews the dining room furniture.
And your parents already have 2 dogs of their own. You're just trying to get everyone in proximity to have at least 12 dogs.
I'm a dog peddler. There is absolutely no doubt I'm a dog peddler. If you are interested in a dog, I will help. It's like I will help some guy on the corner of the street find a way to give you a dog. It's my deal.
Why does the guy on the corner have to do it? Can't you just go to a shelter?
Well, you could. I mean, he might be the shelter. Who knows? But
I don't know if I want that. Just go.
Like, you don't want any of it?
I love shelters, and I love the Oregon Humane Society is fantastic. In the Chicago, we have Anti-Cruelty. That's where I got my cats from, and I think you really do have to have I couldn't live petless,
Me neither. I've said that we are only going to have, from now on, like we're only going to have senior shelter dogs. That's my new thing. Is next time I adopt, it'll be a senior shelter dog. Probably a chocolate Labrador. I want to just collect chocolate Labradors. But there you go. All right. Some Ask Tess Miles questions. Why don't you fire away?
Whatever. Get back to work. I get it.
Tess Miles.
Is buying a certified pre-owned vehicle actually safer, or is it mostly marketing?
So yes, buying a certified pre-owned or CPO, they call them, vehicle is generally actually safer than buying a typically used car.
Or is it uncertified? Is that what they call it if it's not certified?
It has to be. Yes, but it has to be certified to be safer. It really depends on, who's clarifying it and what the protection, what protections they're putting in place. So here's the baseline, right? a certified pre-owned vehicle actually means at baseline, a certified pre-owned vehicle is a used car that has, one, passed a detailed inspection. That means the manufacturer and dealers have required a multi-point inspection before they've certified it. Typically, it covers things like engine, drivetrain, brakes, suspension, electrical system, and a lot more in cases. And the number of points can vary. Some are 100, some are 300, right? It's been refurbished to standard, which means if there's any sort of worn parts on it, they've replaced it to actually meet the standards. And many CPOs their cars get sort of new tires, new brakes, filters, fluids, and cosmetic fixes.
Yeah, why do like cars get to be called pre-owned and like computers have to be refurbed? You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't a car just be called a refurb?
Yeah, but that means it has significant work done to it, right? So refurb means it's had significant work done to it. A
Gently
warranty.
used.
Yeah, well, gently used means that, just the person that had it before you didn't trash it. A warranty is backed by the manufacturer or the dealer. CPO warranties are almost always better than buying a used car without a warranty. They extend coverage beyond the original factory warranty, sometimes 1 or 2 years more. The offer includes things that are extra, like, roadside assistance is a good example. So a vehicle history report will come with it. You usually get a Carfax or an auto check report showing the title history, has it been an accident, who's owned it, that sort of thing. So that comes with it as well. They're actually buying, when you buy a CPO car, the real advantage is lower risk of any hidden problems, the warranty protection, more transparency about the car itself, and often better financing options as well because the car is, again, certified. Where CPOs might be marketing is really the inspections standards vary. So some car companies do more intense ones. The warranty terms may vary as well. So some CPO cars only include basics like powertrain, but you're still buying used, so you have to be aware of that. And the price is more expensive. It's usually, between $1,000 and $4,000 more expensive than something that hasn't been refurbished or inspected as well. So in my eyes, CPOs, certified pre-owned, is absolutely worth it because the warranty protects you. You might skip the CPO if you're really looking for cost is a major issue, and you want vehicles that are much more simple and, just easy to get. Usually CPOs are very standard. There's no amazing deals on CPOs too.
What about a certified pre-owned wig? Would you recommend that?
Yes, as long as the person didn't have lice. So that's the short answer to that one as well.
It was freshly made from an SNL creator.
Then I'm all in. Please tell me you have one in your collection.
Wish. They I don't know if you've seen the videos. They actually make them from scratch. By the way, during that answer, I could hear Nick's dog chewing his dog bone.
It's better than chewing the dog bone. It's better chewing the dog bone than climbing into my lap, I can tell you. So.
Wow.
All right.
Not for us. Do hybrids really save money over time if you mostly drive short city trips?
Yeah, I think they save money over time regardless. Hybrids can save you money on both long and short trips. How much you save really depends on what you're coming out of, getting in. So why do they shine on short city driving, I guess, would be a good question to answer. They're engineered to excel at stop and go. So what happens around a city? Low speeds and, stopping at a lot of lights and intersections. So low speed conditions, they work really well. Electric motor assist and regenerative braking capture a lot of the energy that would normally be lost in a gas vehicle. Gas engines can shut off at idle or under light load, so fuel isn't wasted. So that basically means you stop at a light, the engine turns itself off, and it can save you anywhere from 3 to 10% on fuel if you shut a car off from idling. So the result really is good fuel economy. Typical savings on short trips for hybrids often is their biggest advantage. Controversial compact sedans, who get like 25 to 30 miles a gallon can get way better, 45 to 55. So you can really see a huge conventional change in the amount of fuel you use, 20 to 40% from hybrids.
That's great. And the thing is like, to me, the hybrid is the ultimate car right now because you don't have to plug it in. You don't have to, it charges itself. It does all the things. And you're never stranded anywhere.
You hope.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, well, that's as good as it gets.
Do we have time for one more? I don't know.
No, we have about 10 seconds.
Oh, well, Nick, that's enough. Right. That's all the time we have.
I know.
Right.
I'm so sad.
Just go to testmiles.com to listen to the show and to suffer all of what you've just suffered for the last couple hours.
Yeah,
there you go.
absolutely.
Thanks, Trish.
Yes.
Bye. Test Miles. Available on demand.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Or for more, check out testmiles.com.
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.
It's last call for football on FanDuel, with one last round of rewards every day through Super Bowl 60. One last week for one more chance. Visit the FanDuel app all week long for limited time boost every day until football runs out. FanDuel, official partner of Super Bowl 60.
New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win. 21 plus and present in select states. First online real money wager only. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com.
Ir de compras con tus padres puede ser vergonzoso.
¿Por qué venden jeans rotos?
Mami. Esta chaqueta es la onda, brother.
Gracias a la Chase Mobile App, tu hijo va de compras y tú revisas sus gastos. Para que puedas ir de esto...
Vamos de gemelas.
A esto.
¿Qué tal tus compras? Vi que no te saliste del presupuesto.
Gracias, ma.
Su libertad, tus reglas. Eso es la banca familiar de Chase.
La aplicación Chase Móvil está disponible para algunos dispositivos móviles. Se pueden aplicar cargos por mensajes y datos. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. miembro de FDIC.